A major error leads to exoneration. The men cleared in the assassination of a civil rights icon.
Timing an end to the rainfall and the start of another chilly pattern.
It's the spice that makes everything nice this time of year, from cocktails to cookies and beyond. New York Live is rounding up some of the city's best cinnamon-flavored treats. Hey, what's up, friends? It is News for Now for Thursday, November 18th, and it's nice outside, so figured why not do the show today. Now, to get to the news, this first one might be the biggest story of the week. The Manhattan DA has overturned the convictions of two men who were put behind bars for decades over the murder of civil rights leader Malcolm X. Muhammad Aziz and Khalil Islam spent decades in prison following the assassination of the civil rights icon in 1965. But after a joint review by the DA's office and a group called the Innocence Project, the DA concluded the FBI and the NYPD withheld key evidence in the case. Evidence that likely would have resulted in both men being acquitted.
This doesn't solve Malcolm's murder, but at least it brings more truth to the matter of what actually happened.
Malcolm X was gunned down on February 21st, 1965 at the Audubon Ballroom in Washington Heights. A third defendant had admitted to playing a role in the assassination, but maintained that Aziz and Islam did not. Both Aziz and Islam were paroled in the 1980s. Islam died in 2009, with the conviction still on his record. Investigators are trying to figure out what caused a deadly freak accident. We're told a construction worker was painting the bridge when he plunged 100 feet to his death Wednesday afternoon. A second worker also fell, but was caught by a landing. We're told he's expected to survive. OSHA, the Office of Emergency Management, and the city's transportation department are looking into it. The NYPD is trying to track down the people behind two BB gun attacks in the Williamsbridge section of the Bronx. Now, police say the first happened November 3rd. That's when a 73-year-old fruit stand vendor on White Plains Road was shot in the face with a BB gun. 5 days later, an MTA conductor was also shot in the face at the nearby East 219th Street subway station. They're both expected to be okay. From a pool of thousands of student applications, Connecticut has picked its newest kid governor. And y'all, he is just the cutest.
I was really happy when they announced it. I was crying because I was like, oh my God, I didn't know this was going to happen.
Meet fifth grader Makai Etienne Modest. He was one of 7 finalists, and he ran on a platform of preventing animal cruelty. Makai will be inaugurated at the Old State House in January. The 6 runners-up will serve as the kid governor's cabinet and help to support his platform. It sounds a lot like Christmas, with the Brooklyn Youth Chorus caroling at the Fifth Avenue Association's holiday kickoff Wednesday night. The grand display was also lit. It features animals skating and icebergs floating around Pulitzer Fountain. All of it accompanied by music from composer Paul Brill. It's another sign that the holidays are here.
Hi there, I'm Storm Team 4 meteorologist Maria LaRosa, and really the last warm day for a while, coming to a crashing end here. That front ready to move through. First the showers late evening, by overnight looking at that steadier rain, and at times maybe mixing in with a little bit of snow north and west Hudson Valley into Connecticut. But the main story with this is just how chilly it will be. But if you can manage the chill and take a peek out the window, maybe about 4 a.m., skies should be clear in many areas to take in the beautiful lunar eclipse. That's when the moon is cast, the shadow of the earth cast on the moon, and that will be peak at around 4 a.m. But again, temperature-wise, it's going to be rough. This is a look at the wind chill forecast as that front crashes down. 20s and 30s with those northwest winds about 10 to 20 miles per hour, and temperatures starting off in the 40s, and where we stay for high temperatures tomorrow.
All right, when it comes to fall flavors, all anyone seems to want to talk about is pumpkin, right? Pumpkin this, pumpkin spice that. Well, now there's another spice in town that deserves your attention. Here's New York Live with some creative ways of how you can use it. This season, cinnamon is a spice that makes everything nice. So today I am here with my friend Joey Skladany to talk about the cinnamon-infused drinks and treats that we must indulge in this season.
So Joey, why are we loving it?
Well, as we all know, cinnamon is a fall-time classic, but it can be quite intimidating when you try to use it in food and drink. So today, I'm gonna leave it up to the experts. We are at New York City Classic Tavern on the Green, and they've got 2 amazing cocktails that I think will really just blow you away.
Okay, Joey, so we are starting our cinnamon adventure with a drink. So talk to me about what we have.
So I have a virgin drink for you, but typically this is their spiced cinnamon cider, and it has a cinnamon infused bourbon as its base with warm apple cider. Super seasonal, super delicious. And for me, I've got the ever so thematic Fireside Chat, also a bourbon-based cocktail, but it has some cinnamon syrup as well as a little bit of a lemon juice to brighten things up a bit.
This is just nostalgic and heartwarming, and I have to come back when there's actually bourbon in it.
I was gonna say, are you missing the alcohol? Okay, we finally made it. We are at Schmackery's.
One of my favorite spots. I'm so excited to be here.
It's one of my favorites too because they always have so much variety, and a lot of their flavors are cinnamon forward, including this right here, which is a hummingbird, southern staple, as well as for all my basics out there, a pumpkin spice. Is the baby happy?
Baby's so happy.
My food baby's happy.
Joey, I cannot believe I have never been here. So obviously they're known for pies, but what do we have here?
So we have their signature pie, and that is the sour cream apple walnut. It's their take on a traditional apple pie, but instead of an apple pie filling, they do layers of apples mixed with a sour cream and then topped with a cinnamon streusel topping. It's amazing.
I mean, you
gotta
had
just
me
dig in.
at apple pie. Joey, everything has been so delicious today. Cheers to cinnamon all season long.
Friends, can y'all believe that Thanksgiving is a week away? It does not feel real. But what is real is folks' reaction to the fact that it's going to be a lot of people's first time traveling since, well, the start of the pandemic. And that means that the airport and traveling throughout it is going to be quite the experience.
The best one is that one right there.
Hi, welcome back.
And they are back. TSA expecting to screen 20 million passengers over the Thanksgiving holiday. That is close to pre-pandemic levels.
I'm going to Chicago for Thanksgiving to see my mom.
Domingo Neres checks everything except his travel partner, Buddy.
No, Buddy comes with me. I don't carry as many bags on the plane because I want to keep my hands free and, you know, not stuff bags underneath.
A lot of people that are used to traveling have been away from it for the last year and a half.
The TSA holding a pre-holiday reminder course at LaGuardia, urging people to wear masks, bring proper ID, and pack smart.
We don't want liquids greater than 3.4 ounces included into their bags. Okay, that's going to get flagged. So water bottles, sports drinks, things of that nature.
Traveling with food is a unique part of the Thanksgiving flying experience. Some basic guidelines: if it's a solid and a reasonable size, you can probably take it in the cabin, though it may count as one of your carry-ons. However, if it's liquid-based, pack it and check it. In other words, carry the pie, check the gravy.
If they have like any food items, it'd be great. They could take it out in advance. It helps expedite the process.
And if you're Gwen Rock, another tip: travel today, because you'll never find her up in the air during what once again will be one of the busiest travel periods of the year.
I can't take all of those crowds.
The madness.
No, I'm not good with that, so I don't want to do that.
All right, well, that's all for now. Thanks for tuning in. I'm Kay Ingram. See ya.